And welcome back to Wandering Through Wayne's World. You know, we live in Florida, and I think everybody here, except for me, has back issues from car accidents. And if you don't have a back issue, you have 8 million other issues. And if you go to the pool, you'll see all the people talking about all the medications they take, all the doctor visits. I personally, and you know I spoke about it a million times, think there's alternative ways to heal. With me is Tatiana Paulet.
Hi, Wayne.
Did I get it right?
Yes, you did very good job.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're not going to give you all the information. We're going to give you enough so you touch base with her and find out more. So this product, we're keeping this a secret, okay, is it one product?
It's one main product, one standing product. It comes in a liquid form and it comes in a gel form, but it's the same ingredient in both.
Okay. What's the difference? Why two different?
Because they work differently. It's advertised as a longevity product.
Okay.
So we can't necessarily advertise what it really does. A lot of it is from word of mouth. So my experience and other people's experience. But the company advertises it as a longevity. It helps with wrinkles and decreasing scars and pimples and things like that. But there's a hidden secret to it, and that's where it comes from, word of mouth, what it can do.
Well, if you look at her, she has no wrinkles, unlike me.
I use a lot of it, and I drink it.
Oh, do you? Okay, so let's break it into two parts. Let's talk about the drinking part. Okay, so is it an antioxidant? Is it?
Yes, it actually increases your antioxidants by 500%. And I know it's kind of crazy to believe, but there's been tremendous study and research done on it. Yeah.
So 500%. I'm not a doctor, and I don't have a lot of experience. What gives you some medical experience?
I've been a registered nurse for the past 15 years. My last employment that I recently left was at Johns Hopkins Home Care. Yes. So I've been very, very skilled in a lot of different areas. I've been in the home care field in the past 8 years. And I left my profession because of this incredible technology that I found.
Okay, so did you find it because you wanted to help others, or did you find it because you had the need for it for yourself?
Actually, it was a huge accident.
Okay.
A very big accident. I decided one day to go and do something really, really different last minute, and I went on a meetup group, and I saw a meetup group called Law of Attraction, and I went to a Law of Attraction meetup group, and I met an incredible businessman who said, started talking about something and mentioned this thing, and that was it. That was the beginning of my story. I went home, I researched it, I'm like, can this possibly be it? I ordered it, I tried it, and then I saw results, and I'm like, oh my God.
Okay, but it's like everything else.
Yes.
You don't just order it and it comes tomorrow and then you feel better tomorrow afternoon.
No.
Okay.
No. This
it's
is something
like everything
that takes
else.
time. I mean, we have 50% of the population that takes this will feel results in 1 week. The other 15 will feel results in 30 days, and then the rest of the population need at least about 3 months to feel the results.
Okay, let me ask you this. Because we were talking, and surely you were transparent about everything. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that not everything works for everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. I also believe that, and you guys all know the scenario, everybody who has the illness that I have is on steroids for the rest of their lives. I got off the steroids, went to my doctor. He says, your lungs sound really good. He thought I was still on them. He says, stay on the 2.5 milligrams of prednisone. You're doing good. I don't hear the crackling. You sound good. I said, well, I've been off of it for 2 weeks. And of course he yelled at me because you're not supposed to get off medicine without a doctor.
You can.
But there's nothing he can do. So he said, all right, there's nothing I can do. You're doing well. You have prednisone at home. You know what it feels like. If you get that feeling again, get on the prednisone and come in to see me. But the lead-in for that was the fact that I believe that our bodies are meant to heal ourselves, and sometimes we need a kickstart.
Yes.
And sometimes we need help.
Yes.
And we're not getting any antioxidants anymore because our food is poison, our water is poison. So we need to find other ways to get this stuff.
That's true.
So let's talk about the gel. Do you drink the gel?
Can't drink the gel.
Okay.
The gels are a great experiment. So for a lot of people that want instant gratification, so
Right.
if you really want to see how powerful this is and you want to see it in 10 minutes, get anybody that has any kind of discomfort and is hurting anywhere, ask them to rate their pain and put this on. There's a special way to put it on, and you're going to see results in 10 minutes. Across
wow.
the board, 9 out of 10 people, you will see results right there and then. And that's really the biggest way that I'm able to share this with people and increase my business, which is to show people right there and then what this is. Anybody that has any issues with pain in their knees, I've had tremendous amount of pain with tremendous amount of people that have had issues after knee surgeries, shoulder rotator cuff issues. My biggest, most powerful story, and that's how I knew that this was really real. Because as a nurse, I'm very, very skeptical, and I have to be able to see it. And even though when I see it and I see it's happening, I have to see it again because I'm in such disbelief. I'm like, this is just not possible. My strongest story was a former patient of mine who was electrocuted about 35 years ago and has been on 24 hours a day pain medicine. He's taking about 4 pain medicines a day. And I asked him, hey, can I put some magic gel on you? It's all natural. There's no side effects. There's no toxicity, nothing. Can we just see what happens? And you should have seen the look on his face, and I had to sit down because I couldn't believe what was happening. And that was my strongest one of my strongest stories from my beginning of when I learned about this.
But what about you? Like, did you have pain?
Yes, I've had chronic pain for many, many years, about 13 years, right sciatica pain, discomfort. My right hip will go out on me, pain and issues in my joints, in my knees. And about a little over a year ago, I ended up hurting my back and had a herniated disc, L4, L5, and was on disability for 4 months and so forth. And then I pushed myself to go back to work, and I just kind of learned to deal with the pain. And I've taken anti-inflammatories, and I've taken steroids, and I've taken muscle relaxers and stuff, and it didn't help. And at a certain point, I just said, this isn't helping. I'm just going to stop. And I just learned to go out about my day. I
deal with the pain.
And just deal with the pain. And I started doing yoga and did certain stretches.
Did they help, yoga?
Yes, actually yoga helped, unfortunately. Not for long enough. I had to do it consistently every day, and there are certain things that would just, it just could, like every moment was an out. To get in and out of the car was an out. To get out of bed was an out. If I sat too long, it was an out. Like everything was an out. I couldn't bend down past 40 degrees. Like there's a lot that all of a sudden after I injured my back. It was already bad before I hurt my back, but when I hurt my back, I was like, it was just, and I learned to just kind of deal with it. I learned there are certain things I couldn't do.
Do you, like for you who was in pain on your hip and your back and your knee, do you put the gel on all those spots?
No, I actually did not even know about the gel until a few weeks after I was drinking the stuff.
Okay.
When I started drinking it, in about a few weeks, I started to see drastic results. So drastic that I was able to bend down and touch my toes. And then once I was able to do that, I would like put my family on FaceTime. I'm like, look what I can do. And I touch my toes. And they knew that because they've seen how much I've been struggling. So one of my sisters who has really, 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 really bad Lyme disease and has had inflammation everywhere and just has had difficulty not being able to get under control, a lot of discomfort, a lot of pain. When she saw my results, she's like, all right, I'm in. I want to try this stuff. And when she tried it, because I thought I was going nuts. I'm like, this is not possible. As a nurse, I've been taught there are certain things not possible.
Right.
Once my sister ended up trying it, and she's a pharmacist, the both of us are like, oh my God. And so then the word ended up spreading. My mom had a disease that couldn't be fixed that was causing her to have a lot of pain and discomfort every time she ate and drank. She took this. Drastic results. Ended up spreading to my relatives and cousins and family and friends, and just you know, when you see one person suffering and being sick, and then they take something that really helps them, and you see the results, you're like, okay, I'm in. I want to try it too,
Right.
and it just kind of spreads that way.
But
So the gel, I didn't even know about the gel. The gel I had to when I found out
are you using the gel now?
I use the gel. I don't use it for discomfort unless I like stub my toe or hit myself or
Do you use
cut
it
myself or
to
something.
keep that beautiful complexion?
Yes, I do. You put it on every single day. You have to use it at least twice a day. And,
Okay.
and I use it on my face, yes.
Okay, I figured this out. We're getting to the top of the time. Now you know a whole bunch about this one little product that's a secret, but you can learn more if you contact Tatiana. How will they find you?
So the best way I try to let people contact me is I have a
Facebook.
lot. Yeah, Facebook and LinkedIn is the best way. Facebook Messenger, just because I don't know if I'll be able to friend you. I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, so I'm already maxed out. But I think that you can still message me. And on LinkedIn, I'm not maxed out yet, so go ahead and connect to me on LinkedIn. And
How do we catch you?
My full name is Tatiana, and it's spelled with a Y, so it's Tatyana, and my last name is Paulay, Paulay, and you can Google my name, and you'll be able to find me on Facebook and LinkedIn. And I will give out my cell phone.
Okay.
I'm almost scared, but I will give it out. My best suggestion to use, because I don't pick up my phone if I don't know somebody, send me a text message, 301-943-9202.
You know, we take care of our cars better than we take care of ourselves. And if something is going to help you physically be more mobile, or less pain, or less wrinkles. Now, I earned every one of my wrinkles, so I'm not getting rid of them. But I'm a guy, so it's a little different. Mm-hmm. But it never hurts to find out a little bit more. So contact her on Facebook or LinkedIn, Tatiana Paulay, and you'll learn a lot more. I learned a lot before we got on the air, so I already have the secret, but you can find out more by contacting her. With that, everybody, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thank you, Tatiana.
Thank you, Wayne.
It was a pleasure.
Such a pleasure.
We'll be right back.
Bye.